Morning, good morning everyone. Myself Deepa Devarmani, lecturer in Department Science and Humanities. Today I'll be teaching you all your second unit, that is the Great Indian Psychotherapy by Chetan Bhagat. Contains introduction, changes necessary, unique Indian psychic, servility, numbness to injustice, divisiveness, mass self psychotherapy, voting based on performance, action needed, conclusion. Introduction. The Great Indian Psychotherapy by the popular author Chetan Bhagat deals with the problems in modern India and author's views on how to approach them. The author is also a communist and motivational speaker. As we all know, Chetan Bhagat is one of the most uh, important novelist of 21st century. Most of the youth do follow them, and most of his famous novels are Two States, Three Mistakes of My Life, etc. And his novels are being also converted into the movies. So here Chetan Bhagat wants to tell the views, the ideas, and he's speaking on behalf of the youths, that where we all youths are killing our creativity, innovative ideas, and giving much more importance to the other things. Let me start with this chapter. Change is necessary. Why he is speaking the change is necessary in this chapter? India has enormous potential to become a developed nation. He says we have all the qualities where we can be a developed nation, but we still are into underdeveloped nation. Though India is being a massive potential country, yet has the largest number of poor people in the world, this has settled global experts. He says, we India have massive potential, but yet we have large number of poor people in the country. And this is what is global experts are telling. Okay, they are telling. The question that youngsters oftenly ask about India's future: why will the things ever change? How? Whose fault it is that they haven't? He's saying, whatever the condition we people all are living, does this condition will be improved? What? We have to be in these conditions only. So he says, will things ever change? How? Whose fault is that they haven't? Unique Indian psychic. What is unique Indian psychic? The author tries to answer the question raised by the global experts and the youth of the country. He states that he will not blame inept politicians and offer policy solution. He is trying to answer these questions about the youth and whatever the questions where global experts have raised. He says he is not going to blame any politician and offer policy solution. Policy solution like what? What does policy solution is telling? Power plants, improving roads, or opening up the economy is not blocking process of the country. Intellectuals come up with the good ideas for progress. He's telling, by building the power plants, by improving the roads, this cannot make the economic blocking. But he says intellectuals means we ourselves can come up with the good progressive ideas. He is going to discuss three important traits in this lesson, where he has given importance of three topics. First is servility, numbness to injustice, divisiveness. What is servility? Servility is one such concept which we learn, which we inept from our school itself. Okay. Here he gives servility means our education system, where our education system is killing all the innovative and creative ideas. He says, what? At school, our education system hammers out our individual voice and kills our natural creativity. our natural creativity, turning us into several coarse material slaves. We have all become slaves to the material course. Okay, whatever the bookish knowledge is there, we are inepting it. Inepting means we are gathering information only from the bookish knowledge, but we don't have our own intellectual, creative, innovative ideas. Then he says, no subject in the education system teaches us imagination, creativity, or innovation. We just are asked to pass on the information to different individuals, asking them to have no question about the subject. Here he gives one example. He says, whenever the teacher asks any student how many states are there in India, your answer will be 29 states. Okay, but no one thinks that informative questions, like lack of questions, how the country has been divided, what criteria should be used. Thus, the threat of servility is inculcated by our education system only. He says, whatever, how much information is there from the book, we only get that much knowledge, but we never think creatively how our country is been divided, on what based criteria we all people are in divided. Okay, if teacher asks us 20, how many states are there, you people will answer 29, it is easily. Then the teacher stops asking the question. He says, let the innovative, creative, imaginative ideas come from the students rather than having the inept bookish language. Servility means, students, here it is our education system, where our education system itself is killing the innovative and creative ideas. Numbness to injustice. What is numbness to injustice? Remember, numbness to injustice means, here he is speaking about the corruption. We are exposed to the corruption from our childhood. Almost all of us have been asked to lie about our ages to the train ticket checker to claim to be less than 5 years old or get a free rate train. This creates a value based in child's brain that anything goes so long as you can get away within it. A bit of lying here, a bit of cheating there is seen as an acceptable. So here he says, corruption we are looking from since from our childhood. Whenever we could have a ride in a train or in a bus, our parents could tell our age less so that we can have a free ride from one place to another. He says, bit of lying here, bit of cheating here, which teaches to be more corrupted we are. So he says we have to stop this. Hence we all are into numb. Numb is quiet, and we ourselves are obeying whatever injustice is going on. Hence we all grow up silently numb to the corruption. Thus our environment contributes to the numbness, to our numbness to injustice. Divisiveness. What is divisiveness? Divisiveness oftenly thought at our home, particularly our family and relatives, where we learn about the differences amongst the people, like how the person is whether good or bad. Okay, our parents protects us, no? Like people who are bad, they protect us, right? Usually, in the same way, divisiveness is our religion, culture, language, and celebrated in our families. Other people are not as good we are. Even at this date, most of the Indians vote on one criteria, he's telling. Though we know, since from a family only teaches us who are the good person, who are the bad person, what is right, what is wrong. Though we all are living into 21st century, we people still vote on the base of criteria, on the base of caste criteria. He says, Dalits vote for Dalit, Thakurs vote for Thakurs, Yadav votes for Yadavs. The more such thoughts we have in our mind, the greater is our divisiveness. And he is comparing this voting system very nicely to a network. He says, While choosing a network, whether it is Vodafone or Airtel, we see what network it is, whether in this area I'm getting a good network, whether what package the company is giving, whether will compare, no, this network is good, okay, in 199 is giving so much all for 1 day per 1.5 GB data, etc. We think the same way while voting for the leader. Why don't we differentiate? Why do we vote on the caste based criteria? Why can't we think, yes, this person is capable of handling economy of the country, let us vote for him. He's working for our country, let us vote for him. Why should we choose a leader on basis of caste criteria? We have to stop this. This is a meaning of divisiveness. Am I clear? Mass self psychotherapy. Mass self psychotherapy is talk therapy. Talk, speak on it. Okay, yeah, it is wrong. Speak on it. What is, yeah, it is right. The author insists that Indians need mass self psychotherapy to get rid of three threats. What are those three threats? Servility, injustice to numbness, and divisiveness. Psychotherapy, called talk therapy, is a process of talking about the problems to cure mental and emotional illness. The author wants Indians to change their collective mindness. He adds that it is not easy to bring out the changes in the society by simply talking about it. He says, by simply talking or discussing about these topics, does the changes take place? No, we have to act on it. We have to start acting on the things. We have to start nominating ourselves. We have to start asking ourselves whether I'm choosing this leader, will our country get developed or still it will be underdeveloped, whether our economy will be developed or no. We have to start talking to ourselves and recognize, realize, and then take an action, he's saying. Voting based on performance. Voting based on performance. In 1980s, movies like Gunda, Khoon Pee Jaunga was released. But nowadays, movies have changed to keep up with the expectation of the audience. Our expectations from films have changed, so the content of films have changed. We cannot change a politician or build a road by talking among ourselves. Instead, we have to focus on changing our minds. This single action can make a largest transformation in the country. So yeah, good movies come, we'll get a good impact. Bad movies come, we'll get a bad impact. Where the movies like Three Idiots, okay, where the movie, like recently we saw the movie Uri movie, we learned something from that movie. Okay, when we learn something from movie, immediately the impact is on our brain. When impact is on our brain, we start changing ourselves. If bad movies are there, the bad impact will be there. The good and motivational movies are there, good impact will be there on everyone, he says. So a single action can make a largest transformation in the country. Action needed. What action we have to take? Changing one's own mindset collectively has a power to make a biggest difference. Yes. We have to unlearn whatever is holding us back and definitely break the cycle so that we don't pass these three threats to the next generation. Our children should think creatively, have opinions, and speak up. They shouldn't hate other people on basis of their background. Important thing. A change in mindset changes the way people vote, which in turn changes the politician. And when there is a positive change in a politician, there could definitely be a biggest difference in our society, country, and world itself. So let the children, let today's generation think on creatively. When we think creatively, when we speak individually, the solution comes. Let us break the cycle of these three threads, he's telling. And he also adds very nice tone that when there is a positive change in a politician, there will be definitely be the biggest difference in our society, country, and world itself. Conclusion: the great Indian psychotherapy is that the author contribution to change the country towards the progress. In politics, if we decide to vote based on performance, we can bring a worthy person to the power. In this way, we can contribute to the process and have a better country in future. And yes, I would like to tell that today's generation took or choose such a good leader that we all people are protected by them. We have to choose a leader on performance of his work and contributions, whatever he has given to his country, thinking that it is his motherland, not having a corrupt mind, which in turn changes to be injustice for the people and people who are believing that one leader. So whenever we are choosing a leader on basis of his work performance, we have to choose rather than any caste, not looking at his background. With this, I finish your second chapter. Thank you.